Hey there, Alex and Marla. Yes, we are at Barrington Rec Center, which is about as close as you can really get to try to get into the Palisades right now if you're the general public. And we're in this parking lot because we're interviewing a bunch of students at Pali High who lost their school, and most of them lost their homes as well. So these were freshmen all the way up to seniors who should be thinking about prom and applying for college, of course. And some of the students were on remote learning during COVID, as we saw. We're showing you some video, too, of not only aerial footage of their demolished school, but also some ground footage that one of the students got. So the front part of the school is still intact. It was made of brick, but obviously it's inoperable. The rest of the school is completely demolished, and they're trying to avoid online remote learning, which is what, of course, they had to do during COVID. These are their critical years, and they're, of course, trying to find some kind of space where they can still be able to learn and continue school while they're also trying to find a place to live. So here's what some of the parents and students had to say just a moment ago.
Everyone in the Palisades feels lucky because we lived between the Santa Monica Mountains, which are beautiful, and the Pacific Ocean, which is equally beautiful. And we lived in a self-contained little town that had its own village and was one of the safest places for children to grow up and one of the healthiest places to live. And all the people in general respected each other. Most people knew each other. We had Little League Baseball. We had a 4th of July parade. Everyone seemed to understand how lucky they were to live there. And LA, being such a great city, having such a tiny little town like this is an anomaly. And now we're fearful that that town will never be rebuilt to the way it was.
Right now, the community, although we're so far apart physically, I've never felt tighter with my friends and family and neighbors. We're all reaching out there for each other. We're running errands for each other, whatever people need. Everyone's just so selfless right now because everyone's in the same boat. And I'm so fortunate to be the president at this time because it's so hard, but students are reaching out. We're all there for each other, and at this moment, all we're really looking for is a place for students to be back together.
So this is a picture of Pali High that, like much of the Palisades, has now turned to rubble. They're looking for any kind of empty space, like a warehouse or a building where they can still operate. Now, I literally, I've connected them with a friend of mine named Bob Ruth, who is a retail developer, and they're on the phone right now seeing if they can make this work. But right now, of course, it's a maybe. There's a lot of hoops to go through. So if you have a place that you can offer, here's another email address and website that would help them out. I know we gave you Charlie's email just a few minutes ago. That was the student body president you just heard from. But if you have any kind of empty space that could help, you can email pchsrecovery@palihigh.org. That should be on the bottom of your screen, hopefully. And if you want to make a donation, you can go to go.palihigh.org/giving. We'll put those on our website, foxla.com. I know it's a lot to try to keep up with during this time, but through this, a lot of people in the community have really stepped up to the plate to try to help in any way they can. I'm reporting live here from Brentwood. Haley Winslow, I'll send it back to you.
Haley, thank you. There's